Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Legend Voice. Today we uncover the story of a king who chose courage over surrender. This is the legend of. Today video topic is Tipu Sultan, the Tiger of Mysore, the birth of a warrior 1750. In the year 1750, in the southern lands of India, in the powerful kingdom of Mysore, a child was born who would grow up to challenge one of the greatest empires in history. His name was Tipu Sultan. He was born to Hyder Ali, a self-made military commander who rose from humble beginnings to become the ruler of Mysore, and Fakhr-un-Nisa, a deeply spiritual woman. From the very beginning, Tipu's life was surrounded by ambition, discipline, and destiny. Unlike many princes who grew up in luxury, Tipu's upbringing was different. His father believed that a ruler should not only command but also fight. So from an early age, Tipu was trained not just in royal etiquette but in warfare, horse riding, sword fighting, strategy, and diplomacy. But there was something else that made him unique. He was not just a warrior, he was a thinker. If you're enjoying the story so far, take a second to like this video, subscribe to Legend Voice, and join us as we uncover more legends who changed history forever. Education of a future king, Tipu Sultan received a rich and diverse education. He studied military science, languages, Persian, Arabic, Kannada, Islamic teachings, mathematics, and administration. But what truly set him apart was his curiosity. He wanted to understand the world beyond his borders. At a young age, Tipu was exposed to politics and warfare. He often accompanied his father on military campaigns, watching closely, learning silently. At just 15 years old, he experienced real battle, not as an observer, but as a participant. And from that moment, there was no turning back. The rise under Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali was constantly at war with neighboring kingdoms and, more importantly, with a rising colonial power, the British East India Company. The British were not just traders anymore. They were expanding, controlling, dominating. And Hyder Ali saw the danger early. Tipu grew up in this environment of constant conflict. Battlefields became his classroom. War became his language. He quickly proved himself not just brave but strategically sharp. He led troops, he made decisions, he earned respect. And slowly, he became his father's most trusted commander. First clash with the British, the First Anglo-Mysore War 1767 to 1769 was one of Tipu's earliest major experiences against the British. Even though he was young, Tipu showed remarkable courage. He understood something crucial. The British were not like traditional enemies. They were organized, calculated, and relentless. This was not just a war for land, this was a war for the future. Becoming the Sultan. 1782. Hyder Ali passed away during the Second Anglo-Mysore War. It was a turning point. The responsibility of the kingdom fell on Tipu Sultan. He was no longer a prince, he was now the ruler of Mysore, and the war was still ongoing. Tipu did not step back. He stepped forward. The warrior king Tipu Sultan quickly proved that he was not just a successor, he was a force. He reorganized the army, strengthened defenses, and continued the fight against the British. In 1784, he achieved a major success, the Treaty of Mangalore. This treaty forced the British to negotiate on equal terms, something rare at that time. For a moment it seemed like Tipu had stopped the expansion of British power, but the British never forget defeat, and they never forgive it. The Tiger of Mysore, Tipu Sultan became known as the Tiger of Mysore. He embraced this identity fully. His throne had tiger designs. His weapons carried tiger symbols. Even his palace echoed this image. Why a tiger? Because it represents strength, fearlessness, independence. And Tipu lived by a famous line that would define his legacy. It is better to live one day as a tiger than 1,000 years as a sheep. This was not just a quote, it was his philosophy. Innovation and power. Tipu Sultan was not just a warrior, he was an innovator. One of his greatest contributions to warfare was the use of rocket artillery. These were not simple weapons. They were advanced, iron-cased rockets that could travel long distances and create chaos in enemy ranks. The British were shocked. In fact, these rockets later inspired European military developments. Tipu also improved administration, strengthened the economy, promoted trade with foreign nations. France, Ottoman Empire. He understood that power was not just in the battlefield, but in technology and alliances. If you're enjoying the story so far, take a second to like this video, subscribe to Legend Voice, and join us as we uncover more legends who changed history forever. A global struggle. Tipu Sultan knew he could not fight the British alone, so he reached out to global powers: France, British rivals, Ottoman Empire, Afghanistan. He was trying to build a coalition, a resistance, a united front against colonial expansion. But alliances are fragile, and not all promises are kept. The Third Anglo-Mysore War, 1790 to 1792. The British returned stronger, more prepared, and with allies. Tipu faced a massive coalition: British forces, Marathas, Nizam of Hyderabad. Despite his courage and strategy, the odds were overwhelming. After intense battles, Tipu was forced into the Treaty of Srirangapatna, 1792. This was a heavy blow. He lost half of his territory, paid a massive indemnity, even gave his sons as hostages temporarily. It was one of the darkest moments of his life, but he did not surrender his spirit. The final resistance. Even after defeat, Tipu did not give up. He rebuilt. He strengthened his army again. He continued to resist British expansion because he knew if he stopped, everything would fall. The Fourth Anglo-Mysore War, 1790. The final chapter began in 1799. The British launched a full-scale attack on Mysore. This time, they came with overwhelming power. Their target, Seringapatam, Tipu's capital. The siege was brutal. Cannons roared, walls shook, fire filled the sky. Inside the city, Tipu prepared for the inevitable. He could have escaped. He could have surrendered. But he chose something else. The last stand. As British forces broke into the city, chaos spread. But Tipu Sultan did not run. He put on his armor, picked up his sword, and went to the battlefield, fighting, leading, resisting until the very end. And in that final moment, the Tiger of Mysore fell. If you're enjoying the story so far, take a second to like this video, subscribe to Legend Voice, and join us as we uncover more legends who changed history forever. Tipu Sultan was martyred on May 4, 1799. His body was found near the gates of his capital, sword in hand, like a warrior. And the beginning, with Tipu's death, Mysore fell under British control. It marked a major step in the rise of British dominance in India. But Tipu Sultan's story did not end there, because legends don't die, they echo. Final reflection. The legacy of a tiger. Tipu Sultan was not a perfect man, but he was a determined one. A man who refused to bow. A leader who fought against one of the most powerful empires of his time. A warrior who chose dignity over surrender. His life teaches one powerful lesson. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to stand, even when defeat seems certain. A warrior who stood till his last breath. A legend who refused to bow. This was the story of Tipu Sultan. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Legend Voice.